Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana Weather, bringing you a quick forecast update. It's a severe weather alert day here around the area, and it's pretty early in the morning as I'm recording this. It's 6:22 a.m. here, Eastern Time, 5:22 a.m. Central Time. And what we've got going on right now are the possibility of some severe thunderstorms later this afternoon, which we want to discuss. First off, a slight risk of severe weather all across the area here. And if you zoom that in just a little bit closer, here what you see is the slight risk does cover pretty much all of the area here. Enhanced risk is just out to our west there in Illinois. I wouldn't be surprised in future updates this morning for that to be adjusted. In fact, I think that enhanced risk probably needs to come a little bit further south, in my opinion. Here's the reason why. What we got going on right now is a mesoscale convective system, an MCS as we call it. It's out here towards Missouri. Here's a little bit closer zoom on our radar here, and what you can see is it's a pretty impressive little line. It's producing some damaging winds swaths over with this as well. Let me move the warnings over in here, and you can see, I mean, it's 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported with this. So not the strongest winds that you've ever seen in your life, but certainly severe criteria winds. So nonetheless, here's St. Louis right here, and here you are in Missouri. Here's the corner of Missouri, Nebraska, and Kansas, where it all meets up. That's where it's at located currently. We go back out here. It's still a pretty good little ways away from us, but let's just do some basic math. We know from here that we are moving at roughly 50 miles an hour to the southeast. All right, well, southeast, that would put it, guess what? Yeah, you got it, right in our direction. That's what's so concerning about this early this morning. We are 334 miles away from this right now. I went ahead and calculated it on another map program. So divide that by 50 miles per hour. Well, that's a little under 7 hours away from being in our area, and I calculated it up to the Wabash River. So basically, what that means would be it's not quite 6:30 now, so that would be between 1 and 1:30 Eastern Time, so sometime right after noon Central Time, it would be nearing the Wabash River if that were to hold up. And of course, if it stays severe like this, then we could certainly be facing a threat earlier this afternoon than what we had expected yesterday. That's something we'll have to see. Here is the way the HRRR model takes it, and you can see there's that complex, that MCS out there. The HRRR model did a pretty terrible job yesterday, so we take this with an extra grain of salt, but it's something to look at and track things anyway, and we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. But notice that it kind of takes this system and then it starts to die it down and then regenerate it back up, and it moves it into the area here. But notice it's it's 13 hours here from the end of this. This is 21 Z, so that's 4 Central Time before it brings it to the Wabash River. That's off considerably from my calculations if it stays the current speed. Of course, things sometimes slow down, sometimes they speed up. But right now, I don't think that the HRRR model here, our highest res model, is performing overly well. I would show you the high res NAM model, but it doesn't even show this storm. It's how bad it's performing. Right now, modeling is just not going to be an overly great help to us. We're just going to have to track it as it comes near. But I would say anywhere from, say, noon to 2 o'clock in the area based on how the thing ends up staying speed, if it holds together, would be in our area. And then, of course, after that, this afternoon, we do have some possibilities that we could end up seeing some storms fire into our area too ahead of that as well. So it's something that we're just going to have to see. Future Radar, again, not doing a very good job at this, but keep it tuned here to Southern Indiana Weather throughout the day, and we'll provide you some updates. And then just really quickly to note, by the way, tomorrow the severe weather threat continues, primarily more off to east, but we do have a slight risk of severe weather here, a very small portion of Southern Indiana. All right, folks, keep it tuned here to Southern Indiana Weather on Facebook as we face this severe weather threat today. We will bring you updates. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great day. Be safe. Have your severe weather plan in place today. Damaging winds, the primary threat today. Of course, tornadoes. We can never really rule that out, but that's not the primary threat today. Strong winds, the primary threat.